Hey everybody, I have a very cool deck study for you guys today. One I've looked forward to ever since I saw the deck. Uh, but this is the Theory 11 Medallions deck. It came out right at the end of 2013. I didn't have time to get it in to last year's stuff, so it'll be one of the first new ones from 2014 as far as that goes. I'm not sure the exact release date, but I know it was right at the end of the year. This deck is absolutely fantastic. I can't wait to get it and show it to you guys if you haven't seen it already. Just to show you real quick, and then I'll give you some background into some of this stuff, as I like to do. I haven't done a lot of Theory 11 decks as of yet. Most of their decks are fairly standard except for the boxes. They're known for their box design, and their back designs are really awesome too. But usually, the face of the cards is pretty standard face, standard size, as far as that goes. But this is a little bit more custom. And they've done some custom stuff in the past, such as the Sentinels. Is probably their furthest draw from the standard. It's an older deck though, but it's a really cool deck. Except for the most part, they usually do standard face on it. This has got a little bit of customization, and like I like to talk about, it's custom enough where it's different, but it doesn't stray so far away from the norm that it just makes it look bad, like as we saw in the Evolution deck from last week. I like when performers and magicians, or people that understand the performing arts of the deck, get into it, because if it's just a straight designer designing a deck, sometimes the designs are just a little too far out there, for my liking. So I like, as you know by now, and what I've talked about in the past, is I don't like to just stray so far away from the norm that it gets, to where you can't read what the cards are and things like that. So this is pretty much perfect, right in the middle where I like it, and it's right in my wheelhouse. So before I get into the deck, a little background in medallions and what they are and where they started. The first record of any kind of medallions comes from some writings from Josephus, who was an ancient historian and writer who was around during the time in the era right after Jesus. So he was a writer, and he wrote some works called The Jewish War. He wrote a book called The Antiquities of the Jews. He was definitely a Hebrew and Jewish historian. But he was a general in the Jewish army. And when the Romans captured the city of Jerusalem, he switched sides and started writing some of the history of his people for the Romans to read through. So that's where he did. And he has in some of his stuff, and this kind of goes to the history of where the medallion started. Obviously, it's a metal embossing, usually made of a gold or silver, something like that. But the first record of any kind of medallion being given as a gift came from when the high priest Jonathan had led some Hebrew soldiers to help Alexander the Great. And in return, Alexander the Great gave the high priest Jonathan a gold button. So that kind of symbolized the first medallions and kind of where they started, and that was in the 4th century BCE. And after that, they kind of gained in popularity, becoming more of a culture symbol of wealth. In the Middle Ages in Europe, sovereigns and nobles wore them as decorative jewelry, and it kind of showed as a status symbol. And they were commissioned as gifts for the wealthy and presidents and kings and things like that. So, and most of the time you see them now, they're in the coins. Is obviously is the big thing now. Most countries, their currency is in coin form, circle form, which is what the medallion is. It's a circle metal, usually embossed as kind of a plate. And raised figures. Usually on one side there's a head or a picture, and there's writing, things like that. So that's kind of the basis of where the medallion started from. So there's definitely a big circled theme in this deck, obviously, as well it should. So with that behind us, let's get into this. And of course, like I said before, 311 is known for its decorative boxes. This is one of the nicest boxes I've ever seen. So let's take a look at it. Look at the nice gold shimmer on that. It is embossed, so it's raised off the box. It's a nice thick box. And you can see right there in the middle it says Medallions. You can zoom in on there a little bit. And you can see that it says high quality. And right there on the top it says Theory 11 with the 11 in Roman numerals. And let's scroll down here, and there's a few circular items right there. That one says premium finish, and the bottom circle says casino quality. So it's premium cards made in the USA. Just a beautiful box. It's the black with the gold really pops. The side made in the United States of America, I do believe. Yep, made in the United States of America on the one side. Bottom, you got your Theory 11 logo with legal information barcode. Other side, produced by Theory 11. This time the 11 is actually in the number 11, not the Roman numerals, if it matters. Now, again, the best part of the box is the seal. It's a nice white seal in the shape of a stamp. It's stamp sized. Look at the white, and it's got the gold foil writing on it, and the circle in the middle says Theory 11 wrapped around. It was torn, obviously, to open it, but very nice seal. I didn't even want to open the box because I didn't want to tear the seal. It was so nice looking. But again, the white with the gold foil writing really makes it nice. So we take a look at the box here. And it also, one of the other themes is the key to open. As you can see, a keyhole here. A lot of the court cards are holding keys and locks. So that's another theme, but look at the gold color. Now, the color changes on the cards themselves from the gold to a bronze. So it's not, the shimmer doesn't show like this, and you can see the difference. So the cards are bronze, and it's the same exact logo from the back of the box, as you can see here. So that's the back design. Again, nice white border, bronze, and it's kind of a brownish color behind it. It's not black, it's more of a brown chocolate, dark chocolate brown with the bronze around it. Really nice back design. Let's take a look at what you get. Theory 11 ad card, website. Check it out. They got a lot of cool stuff on there for magicians. So if you're more than just a collector, check out. They got good stuff on there. So there's that. You get double back, which is pretty standard. Again, the Jokers, very cool. They're the same, exact same. There's no reveals. As you can see, there's crossing keys in the middle. Again, another theme, and you can see the spade, heart, club, diamond on each of the areas around the card there. United States Playing Card Company, as usual, and it's got a nice decorative font used for the Joker. The rest of the font in the deck is standard. So there's your two medallion Jokers, and again the circle in the middle as well. Ace of Spades is very nice, as you see here. Again, super cool ace. It's got that bronze color. It's got the spade design right in the middle, right there. You can see it, but it gets the nice dark black with the bronze decor around it. It makes for a really nice ace of spades. And again, you can see the standard indice and the standard pip there in the corner. And now the cards, the spot cards are standard black and the standard red. But the red it's a little darker than normal bicycle cards would be. Let me try to show you an example here of a regular bicycle. Here is the red. I'll try to find the 10 just to give you a side-by-side. You can see the difference in the color. So this red, it's more along the lines of the Venom decks. It's not a deep burgundy red like in the Dan and Dave Smoke and Mirrors. And it's not a bright red, obviously, like the bicycle. So it's right there in the middle, that nice deep blood red, not too dark and not as bright as the bicycle, but a nice red color there. And the face cards are absolutely beautiful. Let's take a look at some of those. And again, I'll show you some examples of some side-by-sides with a bicycle and how they differ. Now the faces are all custom. As you can see right there is your Queen of Diamonds, and you can see she's holding keys and very decorative. Here's your King. Again, he's holding a medallion or a coin in his hand. Again, custom faces here again on the King, holding swords with the club on it. Again, and this is it's that nice deep bronze with the blood red. It makes it look really nice. The color is similar to the Fulton's clip joint, which we've looked at before from Dan and Dave. But again, all custom faces on all the cards. You can get a good one right there, the Jack of Clubs. So very nice job. You can tell what they are. They're not so far out there that you don't know what the card is, but they're custom. They're not like anything else. So if we do a side-by-side here, see if I can find the King here. So let's look at the King of Diamonds from a bicycle deck, so you can see the difference. Now the big difference again in these, look how thick the border is in contrast to the bicycle card. It's got a nice thin precise border, but in the side the white is a lot thicker, so for performing it's definitely going to be ideal for you. The box is smaller. It just makes for a nice elegant looking card. And that's one of the big differences. It just looks a little more modern, a little more precision put into it, and the colors just really pop. So it's one of my favorite parts, are the court cards in this new deck. So there's some kind of comparisons between the bicycle, so you have a point of reference on what we're looking at here. But again, the customization in the deck is just outstanding. I really probably don't even need to talk about the handling. It's a Theory 11 deck. It's going to handle beautifully. It's got a magic finish, like it says on the front, and it's got a nice flexi stock to it, so it's not too stiff. You'll be able to work these right out of the box, performing no problem. Collecting is, well, it's a must. I mean, I'd get it just for the box. You know, the box itself is worth the price, but again, this is a really nice deck of cards. It's an absolute must-have. Theory 11 really knocked it out of the park with this. Again, it's already going to be in contention for one of the top decks of the year. It's going to be hard to beat. So that's it. That's the Theory 11 Medallions deck. Again, it's been out for a couple months. It came out right at the end of last year. They also have a new mystery box deck out as well that just came out this month, so that'll be coming. I've also got the new Shim Lin deck, the Wrath deck, which is brand new, that I'll be showing you guys in another week or so. So look for those coming up in the next couple weeks. If you guys want to win some decks, check out my latest video. You can go on there and you can enter to win some Madison Rounders in the brown. Check out that video. Right now it's a featured video on the page, so just click my page and it'll take you right to it, and it'll give you all the details there. So that's it, guys. Again, just an unbelievable deck of cards from Theory 11. The Medallions, just look at that box, unbelievable. Check it out. You can get it today. I think you can actually, Amazon has them right now, so you can get them right from Amazon.com or from Theory11.com. That's it, everybody. I hope you enjoyed the video. Let me know, give me your feedback, and thanks. All right, we'll see you out there.